Hey, can you guys hear me now? Nothing like a little audio problems to start off the chat. Tomcat says, I hear nothing. Um, can you hear me now? Someone verify that you can hear me now. Um, oh, good. Tomcat says, yes. Welcome to another Tiki Tuesday. My name's Brian. For those of you that don't know, I'm an artist. I work for Star Wars, The Simpsons, X-Files, Archer, DC Comics, lots of fun stuff. And it's good to see everybody. Whitney's like, hello? Yeah. No sound. That's never any good. I think this might be the night of technical difficulties. We'll see. I'm getting a thing saying that stream is unstable. Stream is unstable. But good to see you, Tomcat. Good to see you, Whitney. And good to see you, Monique. And everyone else who's watching and listening tonight on Twitch and on YouTube and on Facebook. Thanks for joining us. Tonight's cocktail is the Blue Hawaiian. I feel like it's been a while since we've done it. So Blue Hawaiian. Let me see if I can get that somewhat on the cam. There we go. So we've got pineapple juice, blue curacao, golden rum, cream of coconut. So tasty, so good. Always one of my favorites. And let's just face it, after the amazing mixology that we had from Quench Press over the weekend, nothing I make can compare to that. So we'll go with an old standard. So our trusty stainless steel, no longer plastic shaker. Give it a nice shake. Try not to spill it all over myself and the art. And we'll see how this color is tonight. If we've got a nice blue color. Now I've got our vintage Shriner's glass. Thought that'd be a fun one for tonight. Oh yeah, look at that color. So nice. So tasty. Oh, it's gonna be a tall pour. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Very nice. That'll be a good way to start. That out of the way. So hopefully you guys are having good. Hey, there's Ash Corbin saying aloha. Good to see you too. Whitney says, I made Katie's drink in a plastic shaker as an homage. Well, thank you so much for that. I told Christy that next time Target or Cost Plus or one of those, we see a cool plastic shaker, we'll get another one. Tomcat Redeemed to Hydrate. Cheers to you, Tomcat, and cheers to everyone. Happy Tiki Tuesday. Ooh, yeah. Smooth, so tasty. I don't want to tell myself, but I might have put an extra shot in there tonight. So, usually the Blue Hawaiians are not alcohol forward at all. This one's still not, but I thought, might as well give it a little extra kick tonight. But I want to say thank you to everybody who hung out with Quench Press and I over the weekend. We had talked about doing that for a very long time, and he finally was able to make it over. Catherine cheered 10 bits. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you so much. And man, Quench did such a good job with the mixology. I don't know how it was on your guys' end, but we had a blast. He made some amazing drinks, and I think we may have even got a contender for our Octo Tiki cocktail now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Give us your feedback. Obviously, we want to know what you guys thought about it, but it was a good time on our end, and hopefully the stream was pretty good. It seemed like it was fairly stable. Hopefully the audio was good and all that, but we had a really good time. Hopefully, and we thank you guys for sharing it with us, because that's kind of the fun of these Tiki Tuesdays, right? Is being able to share cocktails and artwork and ideas and just have a good time. Whitney says, still bummed we missed it, but we went way north to meet up with an old friend I hadn't seen in probably 20 years. Wow, that is way north. If you haven't seen him for 20 years, that's really way north. Well, I hope you guys had a good time. And Catherine, I hope that your stream is also going well. I saw we both rated the same person the other day. That was pretty cool. Hopefully someday I will have the opportunity to raid your stream and vice versa. So, but I hope it's going well. I hope you're off to a good start. Dr. Taco MD says the old Blue Hawaii blended rum and vodka and had a little more punch to it. There you go. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight, Dr. Taco MD. Cheers to you. No vodka in my Blue Hawaii tonight, but definitely, I'm sure that would give it a little extra punch, a little extra kick, for sure. Well, now, if you're wondering why my artwork tonight is this like long horizontal strip, it's because this is like going to be a rough idea for a Mai Tai glass design. So, I've been threatening to do one for a while, and one of the ideas I had was to do something that was like an homage to Johnny Quest. So I thought about this idea of either calling it Terror Island, which was the name of one of the episodes, or Tiki Island, and just incorporating a lot of the monsters and bad guys and jungle setting and animals and things from Johnny Quest, but without actually using any of the like Hanna-Barbera IP. No Johnny Quest character, no Johnny Quest logo, that kind of thing. So just inspired by an homage to all the good Johnny Quest memories that I have. So we'll rough it out tonight, and if it seems like a good idea, then I'll pursue it from there, but fun to get things started. Dr. Taco says, yeah, I thought I heard you talking Blue Hawaiian. Yes, indeed. You can see, there it is in there, in the old vintage Shriner's glass, Blue Hawaiian. Very nice. Catherine says, yes, the stream's going well. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm sure you're well on your way. Catherine says, when I made my schedule, I thought there weren't going to be any more Thursday day streams here. Hey, no worries. I just, as the art comes in, I stream it. Quinch Press says, aloha. Dr. Taco says, Yi invented the drink in 1957 when Bowles approached him. Is it Bowles or Balls? I don't remember. I don't want to say Balls. When Balls approached him wanting a drink to help sell blue curacao. Well, that makes sense, right? Dr. Taco says, nerd facts, lol. Well, I mean, it totally makes sense because, people love the blue drinks now, but I'm sure it was a harder sell earlier on, right? Dr. says, I'm talking Blue Hawaii. That's right. Blue Hawaiian. You gotta love it. Good to see you too, Quinch Press. We're just talking about the Saturday tiki party that we had over here, and what a good job you did making those cocktails. I really think you're onto something with that Octo Tiki cocktail. So can't wait to try version 2, because version 1 was really tasty and unexpected. I mean, I've been to a lot of tiki bars and had a lot of tiki drinks, and that definitely falls into the like tropical flavors, but was also didn't feel like a knockoff or a copycat of any specific drink that I'd had before. So it's really fun to have you on here for a few hours and get out in the old Tiki Oasis here at the Octopolis compound and just have a good time. Catherine says, we did go back and watch it. It was fun. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Well, I'm just glad everyone got to meet Quinch Press on video and hear some of his wit and wisdom when it comes about cocktails. And I'm glad that all of our lighting and microphones and everything worked and that the neighbors didn't call the police. So all those are positives. Yeah, I'm glad you guys got to check it out. Thank you everyone for supporting our first ever weekend tiki party. It was fun. It was a good time. And for those of you who think that when we make cocktails on here that it's not real, I can tell you that one of us had to hang out for a couple of hours before it was safe to drive home. So it's all legit here on Tiki Tuesday, let me tell you. We're not faking it. No fake cocktails on Tiki Tuesday. But hey, let me know what you guys are drinking tonight. Let me know what cocktail you've poured for yourself, what you're enjoying. And do you have any Mai Tai glasses in your collection? Because I've been wanting to design a couple of Mai Tai glasses for a while, and so tonight will be just a rough draft. I mean, obviously, if we like the idea, I'll have to recreate it in a much nicer form get it ready for screen printing and all that stuff. But kind of like the idea of this like Monster Island kind of Johnny Quest homage kind of tiki glass thing, or Mai Tai glass. So it should be fun. I think I'll do like rough in this left hand side and maybe do some more work on it before I go to the right, so at least you can see what it might look like. Catherine redeemed to hydrate. Cheers to you, Catherine. Oh yeah, so good. And let me know how your week's going. You know, last week was maybe the most productive week that I've had since the pandemic began. And so I'm just trying to carry that positive energy forward into this week. A little challenging, a lot of distractions happening this week, but I'm doing my best. Hopefully you are too. Whitney says, I'm drinking iced tea. Katie is drinking what I call NYB. It's none of your business. I like it. None of your business. Does it have a brown paper bag wrapped around it? Because that would seem appropriate. It'd be the NYB and NYC. None of your business. That's hilarious. That's why you two are the best. So is everyone caught up on Falcon and the Winter Soldier? And did you guys see the Marvel posted the hour-long Baron Zemo dancing? It was a cute idea. I wish it would have been edited a little bit better and it wasn't just so obviously a loop. I think they could have tried a little harder on that part, but just the fact that they did it was hilarious, that it was like really for Marvel and not just like, you know, some other person's idea. It's like, kudos to them for like knowing their audience, you know. Whitney says it's made with spiced rum, Mexican Fernet, peach liqueur. It's supposed to have pineapple rum, but we're out, so I used what I had available. Sounds good to me. Sounds very, very tasty. So the idea with this Mai Tai glass, you know, most of those they'll have just a couple of colors on them, because I think the more color you silk screen onto the glass, the more expensive it gets, you know. So most of the ones we see just have a few colors, and so I like to do like a really dark, like foreground silhouette, and then work some like lighter values in behind that. Kind of like most of my silkscreen artwork, and I think it could look pretty cool. And so we'll get like a lot of these like tropical jungle things going on here, and then work in like some of the witch doctors and monsters and headhunters and all that kind of stuff. Should be fun. Quench Press is quiet. He must be making a cocktail. That's all I can figure out. Whitney says, my friend Donna says she's going to join tonight. I'm trying to convince her she needs a fun commission from you. Oh, well, that'd be fun. You know I'm up for it, so. Yeah, I think Thursday we've got a Obi-Wan Kenobi commission. I haven't quite finished the Boba Fett from the other day, but I think I just have a few little things to do to it, so I don't think that that'll happen on stream or on cam. But I'll make sure and show it off when it's done. But yeah, that'd be fun. That would be really fun. I hope that Donna joins us tonight. Do we need to like summon her spirit, like say her name 3 times or something like that? Kind of like Evan or something. But really, none of you guys are watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or you're all just behind? Because I'm usually like a day or 2 behind. We don't get to watch it right when it comes out. I mean, I'm not Let's Do This. I don't get to stay up until like 4 a.m. to watch it on the day it goes live. Quench Press says, here's my recipe for the cocktail, the Octo Tiki cocktail. 1 ounce Plantation OFTD, 1 ounce Makers Mark 46, 1 ounce Barcel Pisco, 3/4 ounce Bitter Truth Falernum, ½ ounce Soho Lychee, 16 ounces of pineapple juice. That's like a pound of pineapple juice. 1 ounce lime and Real peach puree. I was going to say it sounds fantastic. It doesn't just sound fantastic. It tastes fantastic. I was really blown away by that cocktail. I think it's something that anyone who likes tropical drinks and tiki drinks would enjoy. So, well done, you. Well done, Quench Press. You nailed it, buddy. You did really good there. Quench says, "I'm all caught up on Falcon Winter Soldier." Yeah, I thought it's good. It's been a good series so far. The dynamic is good. I like the twists and turns so far. I mean, I think some of them are pretty heavily telegraphed. You kind of see it coming, but that's okay. The action and the characters and stuff are fun, and it feels like it's part of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it also feels like, a television show. It's paced like a television show, I guess is the way to put it. They're not trying to pack everything into one episode. You can tell they're trying to like space it out or whatever, Dr. Taco's like, "Did you say 16 ounces of pineapple?" Yeah, I think he meant 8 ounces of pineapple, but I'll let Quench clarify on that. Whitney says, "We watch it and are all caught up. Really surprised things went as far as they did last episode. Only 2 more episodes? Interested in how it all wraps up. Yeah, me too. I mean, I think we all have our suspicions on Power Broker, so, we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, really, really good so far. Really, really good so far. Dr. Taco says, "I'm not a fan of the Bitter Truth Falernum." Well, it's only 3/4 of an ounce, and I can tell you that in the cocktail that Quench made, it didn't bug me or anything. It didn't stand out. So whatever he did, it worked. It was a really nice cocktail. So no complaints from me. But now, is there a Falernum that you like better, or is it, or you like dislike all the Falernums, or just that particular one? Because I know some of that could be like a acquired taste for sure. All right, I'm gonna reward myself with the hydrate. And cheers to all of you. Oh my goodness. Yes, we'll see what happens with Baron Zemo moving forward. I mean, if they were really ballers, they just wouldn't have him in the rest of this season. And then just be have some craziness happen in season 2 when we least expect it. That would be kind of cool. Whitney, we're doing hydrate. Cheers to you, Whitney. Thank you. Dr. Taco says, "It just doesn't fit the traditional Falernum profile. Velvet Falernum is super traditional." Whitney says, "Slacking, sorry." Don't be sorry. It's Tiki Tuesday. There's nothing to be sorry about. We're all just hanging out, having a good time. For those of you who are on our group class today, Christy was teasing me about how I fall into Bob Ross mode when I'm drawing and stuff. And I said, I think it's just something about the way that she's like, "Is it just all artists that do that, or just you, Brian?" I was like, I don't know, but I definitely think it's something about how we were using our concentration to draw, and then also trying to access the speech part of our brain or something, Hi, Indio. Oh, she's getting down. I thought she was getting up here to see us, but she hopped down. So, but yes, I think it's definitely, I know it's something I do. You guys always are joking about the chill streams and the chill energy and stuff like that. And I don't mind. I'm okay with that. I don't know that we need "Welcome to Extreme Art. Extreme Art Tuesdays." It'd be super high energy. I don't know how that would work. It's what would that art stream look like? Be like, are you ready to get extreme, Tiki? Wah. Like, I think the last thing we need is like a super juiced up, crazy testosterone riddled like Tiki channel. Oh, is India walking in on the left side of the art? I mean, it's a panther, but it could be Indio. It could totally be Indio. She's gotten to be about panther size. Dr. Jocko says, I'm a Florida purist. Sorry, I think that's a sorry, not sorry, but you know, there you go. But yes, India was quite active right now. Do you want this chair? There you go. She just likes to be in the same room I'm in, no matter what I'm doing, so. She's like, why aren't you playing with me? Good girl, leave the shaker alone. You're going to have to be on the stream if you keep being annoying. She's like, okay, I'll be good. Whitney says, we will sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Tiki Tuesday. What's going on with this camera? Woo-hoo. Are you guys getting seasick yet? Oh, there's what the problem is. This whole rig is leaning. That's a little bit better. Woo. Hey, okay, we're there. We made it. We did it. Were you on the edge of your seat the whole time? We just turned Tiki Tuesday into a 4D adventure ride. Be like, oh no, the volcano is erupting. Interactive Tiki Tuesday. Come back next week and we'll have our guest co-host Goldberg in the house. It'd be like the Hot Ones, but at Tiki. Just be like all this like stream of lame celebrities. They're like, yeah, I like Mai Tais, whatever. And they're like, whoa, I can't drink it. Tompkins says, maybe that's how India sees herself. Dr. Jocko says, I'll do a stream about Flurnum sometime. And Quinch says, that would be really cool if you did a stream about Flurnum. And also, how do you feel about Lucky Flurnum? Yeah, a whole stream. That would be cool. That'd be sweet. Lay that knowledge on us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we first started these Tiki Tuesday streams, you know, I knew what I liked from going to tiki bars, but I didn't really know how to construct a tiki cocktail. And now, you know, I've got so much practice that it makes you like even more excited about your mixology and the cocktails and stuff, because you start to learn like what you like and what tastes good and all that kind of stuff. Green Lantern says, yeah, I knew it was you, Corey. Green Lantern says, the power broker is Mephisto, confirmed? When he says, no, it's Doom. That's right. They want to keep us guessing until the final episode of the season, don't they? I don't know. I think we've all got our guesses right now. Dr. Jocko says, Lucky Flurnum is a little weird. It's higher proof, a little bit different flavor. But yeah, good to see you, Green Lantern. Good to see you. It's been a long time. And it's been a long time since I've seen you in the flesh. And now that I know that San Diego Con is going to be virtual yet again, so I guess that means it'll be more of the same. So there's that. Whitney says, we are pros since we own 3 original Tiki drawings. That's right. No, isn't it like, wouldn't it suck though if like if the stream was like the hot ones and like, you know, this week it's Quinch Press, but I'd be like, hey guys, next week our guest is going to be Gwyneth Paltrow, and she's going to be telling us about all the great ways you can goopify your tiki cocktails, and you guys be like, boo, Brian's a sellout. It would just be horrible, right? So thank goodness that we have each other and not have to worry about any craziness like that. Dr. Taco MD says higher heat and a little more forward on some of those spice notes for the Lucky. Is that what we're talking about, the Lucky Florida? Green Lantern says Power Broker is going to be Howard the Duck. Just you watch. And says, yeah, my PC was down for months until recently. Oh man, I've heard so many computer horror stories during the pandemic. I know I had to replace one during the pandemic. I know several other colorists and friends that were in that same situation. And then, of course, things are back ordered or you have to get something that's not really what you want. It's just so crazy. And, you know, between the computer chip shortage and the graphic chip shortage, like just everything's such an annoyance right now. And, you know, I mean, okay, those of us that work from home, we're used to using our computers like 24/7 for projects, but now there's like more people than ever that are on their machines all day. And so it seems like the demand is far outstripping the supply on a lot of this stuff. Not to mention all the cryptocurrency miners. I didn't catch which politician it was, but they said he got caught using taxpayer funds to build like a $90,000 cryptocurrency mining rig. Probably while he was voting against it the whole time, I bet too. But I'm like, you moron. You hypocritical son of a... Getting this roughed in. We're getting there. Getting our little silhouettes in there. You guys probably can't tell. This one's like a little cobra snake over here. Dr. Taco says, traditional is going to be light lime and almond with hints of other spices. Well, that also sounds good. Nice. Whitney says, I'm pleasantly surprised that Katie's new machine can stream even with integrated graphics. Yeah, and I forgot, are you guys using Streamlabs OBS or one of the other OBS systems? I kind of feel like, let me think about it. I think the Streamlabs has been lighter on my hardware, like everything's worked a little bit better. And I think their auto optimization works pretty well, even though I'm getting unstable warnings tonight. But that could be, we've had a lot of crazy wind here today, so that could be the internet, I'm not sure. But it's just the fact that, you know, we were able to stream wirelessly from outside last weekend, and with 3 cameras going and 2 mics, and it all worked. I thought that was pretty well. Like, made me very happy. So, oh, you guys are using Streamlabs, good. Well, I hope it's all working out really well for you. I've been happy with it, because when I started, it wasn't available for Mac. I had to use just the plain old OBS software, and it was pretty good, but it was really clunky compared to Streamlabs. Dr. Jock says, sorry about my phone. Don't be sorry. It's Tiki Tuesday. You can rant about every sort of alcohol and mixer you want. That's why we're here. Rant and rave and educate. It's all good. Dr. Draco says, Velvet is made by Foursquare. Woody says, I'm wrong. I totally forgot. I have her old graphics card. It's old, but it does the job. It does a good job. Dr. Jock says, you could probably find a Richard Seal YouTube video about it somewhere. Oh, that's good to know. I've been, Dr. Taco, how do you feel about, what's her name? Is it Clara Devine or Cara Devine? I think she's a British YouTube mixologist. Her videos have started popping up on my feed a lot, so I don't know if it's the algorithm or if it's paid promotions, but she did one on, what was it on? Oh, I can't remember now, but on one of the mixers, and it was a pretty cool video. But I don't know how other like real bartenders and stuff feel about her videos, if they're legit or not. But it was entertaining for sure. Taket says, "Sir, it's quite possible this stream is not entirely stable." So far, so good though. Dr. Taco says, "Drink what you like. I'm just nerdy about tiki and rum education." Hey, that's why we're here, man. Here to be nerdy together. Tomcat redeemed to hydrate. Cheers to you, Tomcat. Cheers to all of you. Happy days. All right. Well, with that, two things. I think our silhouettes. So I got a monkey silhouette to do. Our silhouettes are almost done, and I'm due for a refill. So let's shock the monkey. And before anybody freaks out, that's a Peter Gabriel song. I'm not advocating violence towards monkeys. No violence for primates, thank you. All right. And let's get a refill. See if this scares the cat. Oh, this shaker's gonna be the death of me, I can tell. I'm gonna lose it. Green Lantern's like, I got that reference. Dr. Taco says, I know who she isn't, but haven't checked out her videos. I'll check it out. Yeah, I don't know much about her, but I think I've seen like one or two of her videos popped up, and they at least seem well made, but I don't know how the information is there. And I think she's in Europe, so there's a lot of like European versions of the cocktails and stuff. Monique redeemed a posture check. Oh, thank you, Monique. And Monique redeemed to hydrate. Cheers to you. All right. Oh, I got all the coconut there. Ooh, that's good. Let's get in here. Start working on some of the details now. Gotta have our, if I'm gonna stick in the Bob Ross mode, we gotta have our happy little volcano. He's all excited and ready to erupt. He's like, I'm a volcano. That's where his lava is going to be there. So have our little Tiki Island volcano. Green Lantern's like, oh, now I have that song in my head. Hey, that's what I'm here for, right? Give ourselves a little bit of a shoreline here. Some like ripples in the water. And then, so now is when I'm going to start to bring in some more of the elements from Johnny Quest. And so what I did is I just watched the opening credits of the show and the closing credits of the show, and I picked as many of the like monsters and creatures and stuff out of there as I thought I could fit onto one design. For Christy, there's a camel in there that I really want to fit, but I just don't know how camel fits into like the Monster Island theme. But we have there's this cool scene where there's like 3 snakes or triple snakes. And so I thought that would be nice to have like the triple snakes worked in there somewhere. Because you know what you see a lot of time is just like the one snake hanging from a tree or something like that. And I thought, oh, well, let's just do something a little bit different, you know. So we have like 3 snakes in there. Monique cheered 100 bits. Wow. Thank you, Monique. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And then one of the other things from the show, well, let's see, there's a couple. There's a pterodactyl, so I think we can put the pterodactyl up in the sky. And I think Venture Brothers spoofed the pterodactyl. I mean, I guess they spoofed pretty much everything, Johnny Quest, but specifically the pterodactyl. I think his name like Turo the Terrible or something like that. I used to watch all that stuff on reruns when I was a kid, but once Boomerang went to be like only on some special network or something like Dish or something, I missed all my good old cartoons after that. I wonder if all that stuff's on either on HBO Max or going to be on HBO Max. I don't know. You think it should be. But they're weird about, like, they don't like to keep stuff on HBO Max. They're like, we have all Warner Brothers and all Hanna-Barbera and all Turner Classic Movies and blah, blah. But we're only going to let you watch them. Maybe like 25% of them. And the thing you want to watch, it's going to go off on the first of the month. So you better watch it fast. You're just like, come on. Quinchper says, hey, Dr. Taco, I know I'm not a traditionalist. I enjoy traditional too. Sometimes different doesn't work, but for the most part, when I challenge a bartender to switch things up, if they're a good bartender, more often than not, I enjoy being surprised and having something different and unexpected. I know I'm a bit different in that regard. No, I get that, Quinch. It's like when you go to some place that's famous for steaks or burgers or pizza, you got to try the pizza first, or the steak, or the whatever the thing is they're famous for, and be like, hey, did you do a good job? Oh, okay. They can do that. Okay, now that I'm comfortable that you know how to do this traditional thing, let's mix it up. Let's try something different. What else can you do? So I get that. Quinch Press says, Johnny Quest is on HBO Max. Woohoo! Awesome. I'll be watching them all. Dr. Jock says, I'll surprise you, but I'll stick with my Velvet. And Quinch says, that's all good. I have nothing against Velvet Flurnum. Dr. Taco says, I've got a ginger syrup and clove syrup if you want those notes. Oh, that sounds cool. And then Dr. Taco shared a bunch of fun cocktail emotes. Awesome. I'll take that as my cue to hydrate. All right, so I wanted to do like a classic Johnny Quest, like shipwreck ship on here. I think all the like scuba guide, diving bell episodes, that stuff's all very Tiki adjacent anyway, and those are some of my like favorite episodes for sure. I know some of you know, but I actually even worked on a Johnny Quest tribute comic called Tommy Trek back, I don't know, in the early 2000s sometime. So yeah, I'm definitely a fan. I feel like it really kind of matches up with the Tiki culture pretty well, you know? It's got that right adventure, tropical vibe going on. So it definitely seems like it would be Tiki adjacent, you know? So we have our little shipwreck over here. He's got like torn sails, busted mast. All tore up, kind of tore up and in the wind there. Something like that. And we have some like sail rigging coming off the sides. And these are going to be like little windows in here. And we'll get some like, just some different shading and stuff in here. Come back and hit it with some markers. Dr. Taco says, I need to make my own cocktail emotes. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Quinch says, I've been using the Roots Tintura Cinnamon Clove Liqueur lately. It's a little sweet, but I like it. When he says, I discovered a tiki bar in Boulder I want to go to. The pictures look so good. That's all we have to go on at the moment. Well, tell us the name of the tiki bar in Boulder. Dr. Taco says, we make an anise clove syrup for an event a while back. Oh, that does sound good. Tomcat cheered 30 bits. Thank you, Tomcat. Wendy says it's close and we should explore and support. Yeah, for sure, right? Dr. Taco says, I want wings. That sounds good. All right, so I think now that we got the pirate ship roughed in, I'm going to rough in some little, like, witch doctor guys here. And they're going to be a tribute to Johnny Quest, but also with some of the Scooby-Doo stuff thrown in, I think, because Johnny Quest tends to show a lot of, like, native peoples and stuff, and I don't think their depictions are unsensitive or anything like that, but I don't know that it's anything we want to, like, you know, replicate or homage or anything. So doing some, like, little witch doctor guys instead seems like a better idea. So I just saw that Quench Press told us what he's drinking tonight. Has anybody else chimed in with what they're actually drinking tonight? Other than, oh, we got the None of Your Business. I remember that one. So these guys got on their, like, kind of like their grass skirt kind of things. He could be holding like a big spear. Just give these witch doctors just a hint of, like, some implied detail. But once I throw some marker on it, it should all start to come together, you know. Woody says it's called Jungle Tiki, and they put up the link to jungletiki.com. See if we can get this link to open. Do it. Oh, cool. This looks like a pretty swank tiki bar. Fun. Might be a little fancy, but it does look cool. Yeah, you guys have to let us know how it turns out when you get to go. I'm excited to hear all about it for sure. Let's go in. Let's grab some gray values here. Tomcat redeemed to hydrate. All right, I'll grab that in just a second, Tomcat. Let's go. %. That'll work. Cheers. And that's good. Whitney says, oh, Tomcat says, not drinking, just watching and giving out hydrates. Whitney says, it's Boulder. Of course it's swank. Oh, I don't know. I'm not from Colorado, man. I don't know what parts are swank and what parts are not swank. The only thing I know about Boulder isn't like Mork and Mindy set in Boulder? I think that's the extent of my knowledge of Boulder, Colorado. I know Aspen's pretty swank. I've been there. All right, just hint at some foliage behind these guys. It's like some jungle, tropical jungle trees back here and stuff. tropical witch doctor guys in here. Living on Terror Island. Whitney says yes, and in the stand, all the good guys go there. That's pretty funny. Well played. So the question is, do all the good guys meet up with Mork and Mindy? And I didn't even know that Pam Dauber was like, she's what, married to Mark Harmon or something? Is that right? I heard that a while back. I was like, what? Whitney says, it's where Stephen King wrote some of his coked out of his mind books. Somebody had to do the hard work. Might as well be Stephen King. I don't know if you guys ever saw Dairy Girls or not, but they have a really nice Carrie-inspired episode that was pretty funny. And the best line from that one is like, "It's pig's blood!" And someone's like, "I think it's just tomato sauce." I always thought that was a great comeback. I think it's just tomato sauce. It's kind of sad that that show was a victim of the COVID shutdown, just because it's just such a funny show and so well written, and how they can pack so much like funniness and laughs into like 20 minutes is just beyond me, you know. Whitney says, "Oh, Katie watched the Gym movie finally. She said it was actually good." Well, you know, this is what I keep saying, is the movie is not a bad movie. Other than I thought that Juliette Lewis didn't make any sort of effort in her role as the villain. But it's a good movie. It just may not be a gym movie or the perfect gym movie. But like, if they didn't call it Gym, I know I'm repeating myself, I've said this before, but if they didn't call it Gym, I really think no one would have complained. They'd have been like, "Oh, this director made like this like really poignant movie about, you know, being a teenage musician in these times and blah blah." But instead they're just like, "Burn it all to the ground. This isn't Gym. Screw this guy," you know. So I mean, I don't think he cares, because he's also directed like one of the G.I. Joe films, and I think one or two of the Fast and Furious films. So I'm sure, like, fiscally, he's not bothered by whatever we think about his films. Plus, didn't he direct like some of the Step Up movies and like Justin Bieber documentaries or something? Like, I think that's his claim to fame. So clearly, like I said, he's not all concerned with whatever we have to say about his body of work. He's like, "No, I'm good. I'll be fine. You guys complain all you want. I'll just be over here counting my stacks of cash." Whitney redeemed a hydrate. In just a second, Whitney, I'll get to that. Cheers to you, Whitney. So tasty, so coconutty. Very good. So, you guys know I like to watch some crazy documentaries and stuff, just like whatever, during my lunchtime. So I usually just take like 10 minutes for lunch and then get back to work. And I finished the Samurai series thing on Netflix, and so then I started the Pirate one. Is anybody watching that? The pirate documentary? It's a little cheesy, but overall it's pretty well done, and the stories are pretty good. So I think I'm 2 episodes in, maybe getting ready to start the 3rd episode. But boy, they don't paint the British in a very good light, let me tell you. oh man, the British back then kind of seemed like they were jerks to everybody. Like, they round up all these privateers and they're like, hey, we can't attack the Spanish because of like a treaty, but you guys could do it for us. And so then, that goes on for years. And then they're like, oh, hey, we're at peace with Spain now, so you guys need to back off. Just be unemployed sailors. It'll be fine. They're like, well, no, we can't be unemployed sailors. Well, you can't work for us because, like, we're the official government and you guys are scum. So, of course, that's when they start just attacking sometimes Spanish, sometimes British ships and stealing the treasure so they can survive. And, of course, that's when the British come back around. They're like, well, wait a minute. We're at peace with Spain, but if the pirates steal from Spain, then we could just go steal from the pirates and then we didn't do anything wrong. And then it's our money. So it's like, wow, you guys, not cool. So I don't know how accurate it is, but they're definitely making an effort to paint the pirates as a little bit more of the Robin Hood types and the British as the jerks. Whitney says, Katie, watch them all. She said, I thought it would be much longer. Oh, I don't know how many episodes it is. The samurai one was good. It was like 6 or 8 episodes. The samurai one was definitely better made than the pirate one so far, but the pirate one's interesting for sure. It's been very entertaining to watch. Quinch Press says, I started the pirate documentary, but it was a few hours after I got my first vaccination, and I was feeling weird and picky about what I want to watch. I wasn't in the mood and turned it off. Haven't gone back to it yet. Yeah, it's nothing special. I mean, like I say, it's just something I can watch in like 10-minute increments. Sit down, have a bite, watch 10 minutes, get back up, start working on the next piece of art. That way I don't get sucked into anything and I don't feel bad for turning it off because it's like I'm not really missing out on anything. It's not like something I'm like dying to see. It's kind of like the trick to how I watch things. I'm just like, if I'm not that invested, then I can just walk away from it and go back to doing something else. Green Lantern says, I watched the Blockbuster documentary. Yeah, I did too. It was so much fun. I worked there in college, so it was really fun to watch that. Whitney says, I also watched the last Blockbuster. It was totally fun. Also watched My Octopus Teacher and loved it. Yes, My Octopus Teacher is by far one of the best surprises of the year. I really enjoyed that. I've watched a lot of like underwater docs and stuff over the years, but it just had such a unique feel to it. And it was so fun and well done. So I really did enjoy that one a lot. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I saw that it's weird. It's been out for a while, but it just seems to be getting like a lot of press recently. But I did really enjoy it. Green Lantern says, Lawndale Blockbuster Video Game Champion circa 1992, lol. That's funny. Well, as I start to get some of this shading in where you can see some more of the detail and stuff, let me know what you think about this as like again, just a rough idea for now. There'd be lots of details to work out, but an idea for like a Mai Tai glass. Like the jungle and the volcano and a shipwreck, and even if it doesn't end up being like Johnny Quest specific, just some of that kind of like adventure Tiki motif kind of stuff, Whitney says, octopi are one of my favorite animals anyway, so it was good. Yeah, it was really cool, and it kind of like, it ticked all the boxes. The filmmaking was beautiful, the storytelling was beautiful. You know, the guy managed to make it like an emotional connection with the animal, real or imagined, right? But it worked for the doc, so. Yeah, that one was cool. That's like one I would watch again. Like I would go back and watch it just to see like stuff I missed the first time through, because it was pretty cool. Yes, hopefully while you're looking at this, you're hearing the Johnny Quest theme song in your head. And I can't play it over the stream, so you'll just have to hear it in your head. Yeah, it's starting to come together. So let's work some little details onto some of these guys over here. Can't go wrong with the island full of monsters, right? Did anybody watch speaking of Monster Islands, anybody finally get around to watching Kong versus Godzilla? I know some people were like upset by certain things about it. I'm like, it's a Godzilla versus King Kong movie. It's not high art. It's just a punch 'em up film. So you just have to get over it, you know. You're like, hey, I have one question for you. Did Godzilla fight King Kong? Yes. Then you got what you paid for. Hey guys, just want to give everybody a shout out. We've got quite a few people watching tonight. Really appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in to Tiki Tuesday. For those of you that don't know, my name is Brian Miller. I'm an artist for Star Wars, The Simpsons, Archer, all kinds of fun stuff, Doctor Who. And I'm passionate about all things Tiki and mid-century modern and vintage. So we do our Tiki Tuesday stream once a week. Thanks for hanging out. And if you're on Twitch, feel free to hop in the chat tonight. And if you are on YouTube or Facebook or somewhere else, we appreciate you tuning in as well. So good to see you all. And I know some of you are like watching or listening from somewhere where you can't jump on the chat. That's okay. We appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully you are enjoying a cool Tiki beverage with us tonight as well. And we do Tiki Tuesday every Tuesday. Almost every Tuesday. I've missed a few, but almost every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Arizona time. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight while we're drawing our Terror Island. Green Lantern says, island full of monsters, totally okay, nothing to worry about, lol. Quinch says, I have a bit of an octopus fascination too, which also carries through into being a Cthulhu fan. I got 3 hydrates in a row, and I have this much cocktail, so this is for Quinch Press. Catherine, thank you so much. And Catherine also did a posture check. Thank you. So tasty. Wendy says, hey Quinch, when I drove regularly, I was always looking out for gigantic Pacific octopi. I had many encounters of them grabbing my hand. Oh, when I dove regularly, I said drove, sorry. Grabbing my hand, and once had one climb up onto my head. That's hilarious. I only ever had one encounter with octopus. That was in the Bahamas. And some of the people I were with, we were all young. We were like 15 years old or something. And these guys captured a baby octopus and put it in like a styrofoam cooler to look at it. And before we knew it, here come Mama swimming after us, trying to get her baby back. So that's what you always remember when you encounter baby wildlife. Don't forget the parent might be nearby. Let's get something lighter here. 20. Oh, it's not octopi, it's octopuses? Okay. Oh, I don't know. All I know is what I've been told, and now I've been told something different. So the plural of octopus is octopus, octopuses, octopi, lexises. I don't know. You guys school me. Let me know. Whitney says, well, I guess octopi is an old plural, but not really used, so we're both right. Oh, okay. I have no idea. Whitney says, there's Donna. Hey, good to see you. Pan Panini, aka Donna, thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you're having a good night. We're hanging out, drinking cocktails, but you know that. Let us know what tasty beverage you're enjoying tonight. Drawing a little Monster Island scene tonight, so just about got this one wrapped up. Pan Panini says, hi, hey, good to see you. Whitney says, Prius-i. Yeah, exactly. Is that like Lexus-i, Prius-i? Tomcat says, I just like pie. All right. Yeah, I think that we got this roughed in pretty good. Hey, Megan's here. Thank you so much, Megan. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Whitney says, octopi, 8 pies. Pan Panini says, uh-oh, I need a drink. Quinch Press says, according to Grammarly.com, the plural is octopuses. Why do some dictionaries also list octopi as a possibility? In Latin, some plurals end with an I. The problem is octopus derives from Greek. The I was a mistake, but so many people adopted it, it became acceptable. Well, there you go. Who knew? I'm sure that if I had put octopuses on a school report, I would have gotten in trouble. So I learned octopi. We'll see if I can break myself of that habit or not. Many people don't like octopi, and you will rarely see it in edited works, but it does occasionally appear. Catherine says, all the pies. Whitney says, yes, get a drink, Pan Panini. What are you guys drinking? I was having the Blue Hawaiian tonight. I just finished my second one. And I think everyone's been talking about their beverages too. We got a few of them in here. Let us know, guys. It's about that time. We're going to take 30 seconds and run the credits, and that will give Quinch Press time to look up a fun stream for us to raid tonight. And I don't have any paint to clean up, so I will definitely hang out on the raid with you guys too. So let's just hang it. I maybe have the credits fixed. We'll see what happens. The credits are fixed. Boom. Cheers to all of you. Thanks for the follow, Pan Panini. I appreciate you guys so much. What a great turnout tonight. We've got people watching on all 3 platforms. That's really exciting. We appreciate all of you. For those that want to hang out here on Twitch, we are going to do a raid. So if you're a follower or a subscriber, you earn 250 points for raiding. And we can hang out and chat with whoever we raid and see what they're up to tonight. Should be a fun time. Just waiting to see who Quench Press decides we should raid tonight. I feel like I need the countdown clock from like Jeopardy or something. Like, am I getting enough time, Quench Press? Of course, all I get is an advertisement when I'm looking on some of these. Let's go, Quench Press, let's go. So while he's looking at that, I want to know, did any of you guys see the new Ryan Reynolds movie trailer? And did you think it looked okay or not? I'm curious about what you think about that. Okay, Quench, yeah, Charles Art's always a good option. It looks like it's not supposed to give me commercials in the raid stream, but it is. Yeah, right? Copyright takedown for the whistle. I thought about that too. As I'm doing it, I'm like, uh-oh, I'm so busted. I'm so in trouble. Yeah, we can do that one, Quench. That looks like fun. Looks like he's working a sketchbook tonight. That'd be a fun one. Okay. So guys, get your likes ready, get your emotes ready, get your cheers ready. We're going to do a raid. Looks like some fun art tonight. That's going to happen in about 10 seconds. Thanks for joining us over the weekend for our very first Tiki Tuesday weekend edition. That was fun. And thanks for joining tonight for our Monster Island sketch. Hope to get some feedback from you guys about that. And until next time, stay on target. And let's raid!